Hello, dear viewers. This is Antilles Gaming here, back on Outer Wilds. It feels so weird. Like the day I started this game, it was just like when I first started this game, I instantly knew that this would be a game that I wouldn't forget. Like, I remember when I first woke up and I walked down the stairs, I had no idea what was in store for me. I had no idea what was going to happen. I knew nothing about this game, and I had never played it. Now, yeah, it started on Xbox, but then we switched over to PlayStation. Today, I'm just gonna give my final thoughts, and we're gonna go through Creative's list, and we're gonna try to do some of these Easter eggs. First one he mentions is, well, the second one he mentions is fly the model ship into the sun. I'm guessing this is Micah. Question I'm wondering, how do we know if it's, well, the sun's rising, so I guess just keep making it go until I see the sun. And but yeah, this game, it's one of the most memorable games that I've played. Like, it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. Hold on, we're gonna wait for the sun to get above us, that way it's easier to line up. But yeah, it's probably one of the best games that I've ever played, like, period. Now, all depending on hold on, I can't fly this thing. Now, I've played a lot of games and I've done quite a few Let's Plays by now, but this game is definitely one of them that I'm never gonna forget. Like, cause the story, the gameplay, just everything about it was just, it was all fun. I think I missed the sun. Yeah, I missed the sun. Oh, this one's hard. Like, cause it's easier to fly the big ship, but this one's... Okay, hold on. Okay, we just gotta keep it on a... No! Why do you do this? But... Okay, let me try to continue what I was saying. So yeah, this game, like, it just has something about it that just makes it really memorable. And honestly, like, I just love the mystery behind it. Like, from the second that you get into the game, you from the second you get into the game, you just have like this mystery to solve, and you don't know the only hint that you get is from the professor, whatever the guy's name was, which I want to go talk to him. I want to see like what his response is to whenever I've met the Nomai. But yeah, you get his response and all that, and like he mentions the Nomai, and that whenever you first walk out, you run into the statue, and just everything about this game. Okay, I'm gonna try to do some bullet points, because otherwise I'm gonna be stammering all day. Okay, first, the gameplay. Gameplay is really, really fun. Like, the gameplay's smooth. Yeah, it glitches every now and then, but the glitches aren't really that big a deal. Like the ship gameplay, I really like it. Like, yeah, at first the ship, it's hard to handle. But once you get the hang of it, it's just like flying like on No Man's Sky. Like, yeah, it's a little difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not hard. Like, it's pretty easy. I remember whenever I first started, I was doing everything with the autopilot, but then I actually ended up flying on my own, flying without the autopilot, and I knew when to time things right. Jetpack gameplay. It's simple. Like, it's really fun, and it's really awesome to use. I do like that they went for the kind of jetpack that doesn't just have unlimited fuel. Like, I do like that you can run out of air and that you can run out of fuel. I like it because it adds sorry. It adds more to the survival aspect. Like, it makes it really just seem more like a space survival exploration game. Hold on, I'll continue what I say. I just want to see like what I can tell him. Sorry, but this is wonderful news. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join on your ship return here is incredibly Feldspar of them. We were never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then either. So we must fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. Radio Gasson and have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gasson who brings Feldspar home. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear they're alive and unharmed. Okay, so I guess I can't tell him about the Nomai. Weird, I thought he was the main one that wanted to know about them. I remember that's another thing. Whenever I first came into this area, I saw this thing, but I didn't think anything of it. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been both editing and running around outside with my nephews all day, so yeah, I'm a little bit yawny. But yeah, whenever I first saw these, I thought those were gonna be on Giant's Deep. I didn't think that they were gonna be in like a space. Like, I didn't think that they'd be like flying through space or whatever. But that's another thing. The creatures on this game. Yeah, you don't see a lot of them, but they're all interesting. Because, okay, let's start off with the jellyfish. The jellyfish, like, whenever I first saw them, I was like, steer clear of them. Those are dangerous. I can tell. Then to find out, no, they're not dangerous. They're actually the key to a puzzle. And I like that. I mean, who else would have thought to just go in one? Like, unless you talk to the guy, like, where would you think, let me go inside the jellyfish and then I can get to the core? Like, okay, I think if I keep going like this, I should be in the sun. I can see the dot. I can see the dot. Come on. Go into the sun. Go into the sun. Go into the sun. And I missed. That's the problem though, you can't really see where it's at. Okay, I think we're gonna try that one later. We're gonna go do the other one, but... Okay, so we covered gameplay. Like... No! I keep forgetting about that. Okay, let's go with characters now. Characters. Like, I don't really remember a lot of the characters' names, so I'm just gonna go off their species. The Nomai. Like, when I first heard about them in the game, like, I had no idea what to expect from them. And then we start finding all these mysteries to them. And, like, the more and more we find out about them, the more interesting we just find them to be. So, yeah, like, just... I really liked that they... Like, their mystery. I liked why they came here. Why they... did what they did. Like, cause I just really liked that because of this species we had this great mystery, and then we end up finding a, I guess, semi-living one. Also, yeah, I did realize that in that true ending that we did, I did realize that we were creating a new universe. So technically, when you get that ending, your character and all of them no longer exist. Like, because the new universe has now been created. But, yeah. Also, just the gadgets, the UI, everything, like, it's all just really, really fascinating. Like, I really like how you interact with everything, like, which I'm gonna show in a little bit, an example. Like, for an example, these know my devices. Like, I love how you can just do a little babada and a little boop. Pachoo! Yeah, that's what the achievement is. It's pachoo! Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, so my ship is apparently gone. And it's like, it's not until I found this ship that I got a grasp of what the Nomai, like, really looked like. Because you see this ship, and you... Oh, wait. Like, it's whenever you find the Nomai shuttles that you get a grasp of what the Nomai looked like, because you can see their suits. Now you can once you go to Ash Twin and Ember Twin or some of the other planets, you get another idea of how they dress, like how they looked, because you can find like their skeletons and all that. Oh, my ship actually is not that far. I just gotta make sure not to pass it up, which I'm probably going to, and I'm probably gonna die out here. But, also, something I forgot to mention, the anglerfish. Like, the anglerfish were terrifying. They were downright terrifying. But honestly, they were kind of my favorite part of the game. The anglerfish were probably my favorite part of this game. Because, yeah, they were terrifying, but they were also fascinating in their own way. Like, because, like, when you hear an anglerfish, you don't think of this thing floating through space. Like, you don't think of this thing that's going to be floating and swimming through space and all that. No, you would think that you would see an anglerfish, like, at the bottom of Giant's Deep. And I'm gonna die right now. Yep. Like, when you think of an anglerfish, you think you would see that at the bottom of Giant's Deep. That is one of the reasons why I was afraid to go down there. Because I saw the small anglerfish, therefore I thought that's probably on that water planet. Because if you remember, the water planet, Giant's Deep, is one of the first planets we went to. And while we're on the subject, Giant's Deep. I love the way that planet is. Because they have all these assets of the islands, like just floating in the ocean. But then they also have the tornadoes that then pick the islands up and throw them into orbit. And when they do, when they throw them into orbit, they just like float there for a little bit, then fall back down to the surface. Like, I really like that, because it's like I've done a tiny bit of game designing, and doing something like that, it's not as simple as you would think. Like, because you gotta get the water to react to it, you gotta make sure the character doesn't go wandering off, like the guy that was playing this instrument. You gotta make sure that he doesn't go flying off. There's a lot of variables that you gotta consider. But and then Dark Bramble. Oh, that planet scared the living hell out of me. Like, once you figure out where to go, because now I know how to get to the vessel. You just can't you're not going towards the glowing one. The passage to the vessel is actually one of the few that are not glowing. In fact, it's the only one that's not glowing in the center. Getting past the anglerfish, it's really not tough to get past them, because you literally just boost yourself into the, you just boost yourself into the red area. But once you're in the red area, then touch nothing. Just let your ship drift. Because there's a gap between them, and if you just let your ship drift and don't touch anything, you'll drift right past them. Also, I remember that we had some new ship logs from when we went to the vessel. There's more to explore. Ooh. I found the derelict Nomai vessel within the Dark Bramble. I activated a three-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appears to be some sort of input device. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell the other clan where they were going. And that's another thing. For all we know, there's probably living Nomai out there. There's probably still Nomai clans everywhere out there. But who knows? There might be, or that might be the last of them. The rest died out long ago too, but we don't know that. Also, like, just, I love how difficult this game can be. Like, on one hand, it's simple. It's a simple game, and it's very easy to do. That being said, I know I am contradicting myself because I was being an idiot at some points and couldn't figure out the simplest things. But, I mean, yeah, like, I had trouble doing some parts, but that's just because when it comes to puzzle games, I haven't always been the absolute best at them. Which, y'all have probably seen that already. Right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get to that, observatory or whatever. Ah, there it is. But, yeah, there's just a lot of interesting things about this. Now, I did find this on Xbox, but on PlayStation I kind of skipped over it a little. But it's like you just have these mechanics of the game, and it all just ties together just so beautifully. And I love the style of the game. Like, I love this, like, kind of cartoony style. Now, it also has like a the graphics also remind me of a Sea of Thieves a little. But I've always enjoyed these kind of graphics. Yeah, and then at first I never realized why they all started freaking out when you put it on here. That's because it's trying to find the Eye of the Universe, because that's what that's supposed to be. But it doesn't know where the Eye of the Universe is. Now there's the moon, but as for the Eye of the Universe, it doesn't know where it's at. That's why it just goes in a circle. But yeah, I'm really trying to cover all the points, but if they make a second one, like if they do make an Outer Wilds 2, I am definitely gonna play it, and I'm definitely going to do a full Let's Play of that. And that time there won't be it'll be brand new, so I'll have to figure things out for myself. Also, the other thing that I do like about this game is the people that came by to watch. Because y'all always commented down below, and we always had our nice little conversations. Y'all would, if y'all saw I was stuck, y'all would give me hints on how to get out of certain areas. I just really enjoyed having y'all here. Like, this is definitely one of those games that I'm honestly sad to stop recording on, but we've already done everything. Now we've been trying to do some Easter eggs, but so far I can't get that one with the model ship, but I don't know. Something. Get under Giant's Deep Current without a tornado. Approximately 5 minutes of acceleration. Fly far enough to hear all the instruments with signal scope. Oh, I got the achievement, Harmonic Convergence. And then that's another thing, like, you hear all the instruments separate, and you just think you don't really think a whole lot of it, but then you hear them all together and you realize they're all playing the same song, they're just all playing a different tune to it. I want to try to get all the circles green. This game it's beautiful. It really is just a really beautiful game. Yeah, and then I also saw your comment about the different endings you can get. Die, break space-time, survive the supernova, and die from starvation, survive the supernova on the 6th location. Yeah, the I know about the dying of starvation one. Yeah, so basically you like I'm pretty sure that's the one like where you get the warp core and just fly away from the galaxy, and then whenever the supernova happens, you'll then not respawn because you're not gonna die, but you're still, like, you survived the supernova, so now there's nothing left to do but literally just sit there and wait to die. I think we actually flew out too far, and I think we're actually just stuck in place. Because it... Well, the number is going down, but I doubt we're gonna get there anytime soon. But... And then that's another thing, like you can see like the little details, like where you can see like the stars around you going supernova. Like, this game has nice little interesting details. Like, I remember when we first got to Ember Twin. I remember we first got to Ember Twin, and I was stuck on there for the longest time. Like, we ended up spending a lot more time there than I thought that we would. But I'm glad we were there. I'm glad we stayed a while over there. Also, I really like the design of the ship. Like, it has like a nice little cozy look to it. Well, technically there is a fast way I could get back there. Well, we're almost... It makes sense that it's slowing down. That's starting to slow down now because of how far we are. But like when I first saw this game at E3, I forgot which E3 it was, but I do remember seeing it at E3. Now, whenever I did see it at E3, like, I was super excited for it, and like, cause it really looked like an interesting game, and I was really hyped for it. Dang it. I think they might have patched it, because I definitely went at full blast, unless the tornado messed me up. But yeah, when I first saw it at E3, like, I was super, like, I was actually really excited for it. But then other stuff came out, and I just got more focused on that, and this game kind of flew under my radar. But after like I was looking up stuff of like what kind of games to do a let's play on, and then I saw Outer Wilds, and I was like, huh, well, that game actually looks like it could be fun. And I completely forgot that I had saw it at when they showed it at E3. But whenever I started playing, like, at first I was still wondering like what kind of game it was and all that, and I was curious. But then once I started playing more and more, just everything about it just kind of pulled me into the game. Like, and I talked to some more people that played it, and they said it kind of reminded them a little bit of like the Portal series, because it'll give you hints as to what to do, but it won't tell you what to do. Like, it's not gonna tell you to go somewhere. It's not gonna tell you to go to a specific spot. Now, sometimes it will, but other times it'll give you a hint as to how you accomplish a certain task. Oh boy. I really hope we don't end up flying into that. Then if we can hurry up, we can boost past it. Ugh. Every time I try to, the tornadoes just blow me away. It's hard to because, like I said, the tornadoes just... Like, whenever you're trying to, the tornadoes just grab you and throw you back out. I still remember, whenever I first got to Giant's Deep, I thought Giant's Deep was the scariest planet. Turns out, nope. I still remember how many attempts I had to make to land on the station. Oh yeah, you have to have some serious speed to get past that current. Also, I really like the design of the ships. Like now, my OCD kind of freaks out whenever I don't see the landing gears fold up. But it's not that big a deal. I would prefer if the landing gears folded up whenever I was flying, but oops. Guess I forgot I wasn't wearing it. Oh well, the sun was about to go supernova anyway. But okay, and that's another thing. The Easter eggs. Those Easter eggs are honestly some of the best Easter eggs I've seen. From the one where you meet yourself. That one's by far my favorite on the game. And then the what was that other Easter egg? Yeah, and then the other Easter egg where you break the laws of space-time. I really just enjoyed that one because like I love how it just says you broke the fabric of space and time. Like I really should have wrote down like a bullet point list for this. And right now I'm still trying to think of what game I can play after this. Right now my biggest one that I'm thinking of doing is probably Firewatch. Because I think that would be a pretty fun game to play. And they do have it on PlayStation, so I really enjoyed this. I really did. Now, yeah, I still use the autopilot just because sometimes it's just easier to use the autopilot. But I think I pretty much said everything that I can about this game. I have enjoyed this game, like, a lot. And I still remember whenever, Creative had, first commented, like, and I really liked that. And Creative, I really like that you actually stuck with me throughout the Let's Play, because this is what I want to do. Like this is the kind of stuff I want to do. Like if I continue with this, like I want to have like this kind of, I guess, relationship with my viewers, like where I can talk to them in the comments and all that. Yeah, and just imagine, like, yeah, like, I'm looking at the comment now. First, comment that, Creative ever said was just that you really liked the Let's Play, and you kept having to remind me to put it into the, you kept having to remind me to put it into the playlist. Yeah, the app that I use to schedule it, because on PlayStation, recording and editing, the way PlayStation works, you can record, edit, and upload all from the console, but you can't add it to a playlist from the console. So I have a YouTube Studio app where that's where I would do that. But sometimes the app is a little wonky, like whenever you try to put stuff in a playlist and then you save it, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, if you honestly, if y'all have any suggestions for games y'all would want me to play, I would love to hear it. Right now I'm definitely thinking Firewatch, because it has kind of a vibe kind of like this game a little bit, like where you have to unravel a mystery. I don't know what the mystery is. All I know is that there is a mystery. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Like, I've covered the mechanics of the game, which I said I liked. I covered the mystery, I covered the story, the characters, the creatures, the planets. I have to say, if any of the planets are if I had to pick one of the planets to be my favorite planet, probably would be Timberhearth. Just cause I like the way it is. Plus it's a starter planet, so it has like a nice little comfy vibe to it. My second favorite planet, this might actually come as a shock. My second favorite planet is actually Dark Bramble. Because with Dark Bramble, it like, if you don't know which way to go from the start, then you're stuck. Like, when you go into the red area and you see the next area to go into, all of those, they're basically a trap. Because once you fly head first into one, it just keeps looping you back through. So, like, because that's something I noticed with my probe and my ship. But, yeah, plus, like I said, the anglerfish were both the most terrifying thing that I've seen on the game, but also kind of my favorite thing. Like, just cause, like, you know how it is, like, you get scared by something and then you're freaking out about it, but then after a while you just laugh about it. I still remember that whenever I tried to go through and then I accidentally boosted and all of them just rushed at me. I definitely did not get out of there fast enough. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Let me see if I missed anything. I don't. If I did miss something, just if you want, just comment it and I'll talk to y'all about it in the comment section. because I would much rather do it that way, where I can talk to y'all about it and like ask what y'all liked about this let's play series, what y'all thought could be improved upon. Because like I said, they are doing another one. I want to be able to like do it right. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll come back to the game. Like, I don't know what for, but maybe one day we'll come back to it to do something. But as of now, that's gonna be it for this Let's Play. Pretty sure I just almost flew into the sun. No, sun's this way. I want to get a nice shot of the entire galaxy for our final shot. Yeah. So, that's gonna be it for this Let's Play series. I'm really sad to say goodbye to it. I really am. But all good things have to come to an end. What matters is the journey and just the time you spent with the people on that journey. And I really do appreciate all of y'all joining me on this awesome adventure. Because that's what every game is. That's what I wish people would understand. Like, games, they're not they're about the journey. Like, yeah, there are some games that are more for helping pass time, but a really good game is about the journey. Like Witcher, games like this. This is why I like single player games, because they focus on the story. They focus on everything for like just the single aspect. But like, and every now and then you have games like this that just slip under the radar and people just kind of forget about. But I'm glad I'm glad I found this game. I'm glad I did this series. I'm glad I did this game. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this series. Like I said, comment down below if you wanna talk about some stuff that I missed, if I did. Like, I would much prefer to talk to y'all personally, like through the comments or through messaging on Twitter about the game, because like I would like to talk to y'all about what I enjoyed. Like y'all ask and I'll tell y'all what I thought about certain areas. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this series. So, with all of that being said, thanks all you so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, leave a like, and as always, please leave me a comment down below, because I really enjoyed talking to y'all, and your comments are the way that I can improve on these, and I do read them, and I do try to reply to them. Also, if you want to chat me directly or check out updates on the channel, check me on my Twitter and Instagram at Antilles Gaming. I also live stream every Friday at 7:30 Central PM. So if you want to come by, watch some live gameplay, or have a live discussion with me, I would be more than happy to see you there. And with all of that being said, I'll see all of you in the next series.